All right, Mike, I think you're good to go.
Okay. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020, October order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Paragraph 15, in the Governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. This meeting of the Wilmington Planning Board is being conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. Members of the public who would like to participate in the meeting via Zoom can do so by going to this link. Members of the public who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may also do so via telephone by dialing 1-646-558-8656 and enter meeting ID 826-3191-0281. Then press pound and press pound again at the next voice prompt. Members of the public attending this meeting virtually will be allowed to make comments if they wish to do so during the portion of the hearing designated for public comment by following the steps previously noted, then press *9 on their telephone keypad or using the raise hand function on Zoom. This will notify the meeting host that the caller wishes to speak. In the event that despite our best efforts, we are not able to provide the real-time access, we will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as we are able. Okay, so who's here? Terry, you here?
I'm here.
Angela, you here?
Here.
Sean?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Rondi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, chairman's here. We can start right off the top, I guess. We can start with minutes. Sean, you read those July 7th minutes?
I did.
Look good?
Yeah, I didn't see any issues with them.
Anybody else?
No.
Take you to accept the minutes as drafted.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor. Rondi,
Yes.
Angela,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Terry.
Yes.
Chairman votes yes. Minutes of July 7th are accepted. So you want to do Form A's? We'll do 11 Kendall Street, map 20, parcel 22, plan of land in Wilmington, SLA Realty Trust, Mike Kachuk, trustee. You want to put that up, Val, or what do you want to do?
Yes, I will put that up. Just give me 1 second. All right. Able to see that?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm not sure if folks are here for this one. You can sort of raise your hand if you'd like to speak on it. Otherwise, I can, actually, I think Luke is here if he wants to cover it, but pretty simple one, I believe. There's one lot here existing, and they're dividing it into 2 lots that meet all of the zoning requirements. I think it's pretty much that simple. Those existing buildings would be coming down where the lot line goes through. And I believe it's as simple as that. Our department checked over the plan, and the engineering division looked at the plan as well. They made, I think, maybe a couple corrections, but this plan appears to be ready to sign.
Okay. Board have any questions?
No.
Okay. I'll say we accept the plan as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Sean, how do you vote?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Angela,
Yes.
Rondi,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
chairman votes yes. You're all set.
Okay.
The next one is 20 Hopkins Street, which I understand they want to withdraw.
That's correct. They believe that they may need to, so this has to go through land court. So they may or may not have to change one of the coordinates, and they're going to withdraw it, see what happens in land court, and then resubmit to the board.
Okay, so we'll take a motion to permit the withdrawal of Hopkins Street, map 22, parcel 13.
So moved.
So moved.
Second, come on, pick up the pace, come on. Angela,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Rondi,
Yes.
chairman votes yes. So 20 Hopkins Street was withdrawn. Okay, so next is 23 Marion Street.
Mhm.
All right, let me pull that one up. Okay. All right, so this one we did go through a few renditions of, but the gist of it is that they have a kind of a deep lot here, and they're going to the front of the lot will remain with the house and the structures, and it meets all the requirements for a frontage exception lot. It's just shy of the frontage by a few feet, but it still meets the frontage exception lot for 100 feet and the 100-foot circle. So they want to carve off the back of this lot. And my understanding is that they are looking to sell the back of it to the abutter to make their lot larger. So that lot B is labeled not a buildable lot. And the intent, I believe, is to combine it eventually with 9 Fenway Street.
Okay,
We're happy to answer any questions you may have. This is Erin and Tom DiCarlo, the owners of 23 Marion.
you don't have any problems, Val?
No, we looked at it. The engineer made a few corrections, and we believe it's ready to be signed.
Take a motion to accept the plan as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Angela,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Terry,
Yes.
Rondi,
Yes.
chairman votes yes. You're all set.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. So we don't have any appointments. No Board of Appeals, no old business. New business. Request to endorse plans for 168 Lowell Street.
Yes, so this permit was issued, I believe, earlier this year. And they are, Joe's sort of getting everything kind of settled with the property. He and Rich had both owned it. So he's not going to start construction quite yet, but he is looking to have the plans endorsed. He's going to probably be taking down the existing building, doing some demo work that he can do without things getting to be too complicated. So
So does that mean I just have to swing by and sign them, Cheryl?
yes.
Nod, Cheryl. Okay. All right, Cheryl and I will make arrangements.
I think we usually vote on it if you want to do a vote.
Okay.
And Sean has to,
You abstain, yes.
yes.
Okay, I'll take a motion to endorse plans for 168 Lowell Street, map 58, parcel 1.
So moved.
Second.
Angela,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Rondi,
Yes.
Sean, for the record,
I will abstain.
chairman votes yes. All set.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a request to endorse plans for 613 Main Street, map 29, parcel 11S.
Yes, so this is the plan that you approved at the last meeting. They made the necessary changes to the plan and it's ready to be signed by the board. Again, Mike, you would just need to sign it.
Take a motion to endorse the plans for 613 Main Street.
So moved.
Second.
Angela,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Terry,
Yes.
Rondi,
Yes.
chairman says yes. So that's good to go.
Thank you.
We have a request to release surety for 81G application 6 Sherwood Road, map 8, parcel 18A. And I believe that the town engineer says everything is in order.
That's correct. They did an inspection just today to check everything out and everything looks good and it's ready to have a final release.
How much was the amount? I don't have that in front of me. 4,000 something or other.
For 4,451.
Okay. Take a motion to release the surety for the 81G application of 6 Sherwood Road in the amount stated.
I don't remember either. So moved.
Second.
Sean,
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Angela,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Rondi,
Yes.
chairman votes yes. Okay. What else?
Discussion items. I just put the zoning articles on here in case you have comments, questions, want to talk about it. I don't have anything new at this point. We're going to invite the Mozart Ave area folks to the next meeting to talk to them and see if they have any input on rezoning from R20 to R10. And the other thing is the remote participation policy. The Board of Selectmen is looking at a policy to allow remote participation even after COVID in some circumstances, and this policy would outline how that's done. So they're looking for feedback on that policy before January 7th. And so our next meeting is the 5th. We can put it on that agenda as well if you'd like some time to look it over and think about it, or if you have feedback, I can relay that if you want to talk about it tonight.
Is it going to be one or the other or a mixed bag? Hybrid, I guess is the word the school's using.
Yeah, so right. So it would be if one person, let's say, someone's traveling for work and they can't be at the meeting, they could participate via video, and the other folks would actually be at, in person at the meeting, which is probably difficult for the person who's participating remotely. I think that's going to be the challenge. But it's meant to give some flexibility. A quorum has to be physically present. So you can't have, a lot of people via remote, and there's a limit on how many times you can do it. The policy has a lot of details for those things.
So it's just for the board. It's not for the residents also?
That's right. It's just for the board.
Oh, okay.
So if a quorum still has to be in the building, what's the point?
Well, if we have a special permit, right, that you have to be at every meeting to be able to vote on it, it could help with that. But that's assuming that you can hear and see everything properly.
Yeah, what would the tech be to actually make that happen? Because you need sort of like, a room camera, and you need to sort of be able to tell what everyone, and everybody would have to be mic'd up. I don't know.
Right. I think that's the challenge.
I think, Val, if we do any such thing, we need to have very strict rules about the applicants. Cheryl has pointed out to me that too many of these people take your comments and then they bring the plans in, and they're not the plans that you already saw that go with the comments, so they think they can submit the plans again. So we need to be very strict and just not accept those plans and make sure that they understand how the system works, right? They submit plans, you give them comments, and then the comments are for us to discuss at the meeting, not for them to modify anything. So we need to lay the law down.
Right.
I'll state that at the next meeting when we have a bunch of people there, a bunch of people making submissions. There seemed to be a misunderstanding of what was said previously. So we can't have that. And the other thing is, it's too hard to look at plans on the video. I mean, I got my laptop. I don't know how everybody else is doing this, but you really kind of need to see a presentation, I think. But right now we've had it pretty easy. There's only been like 1 or 2 people, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But I think if things pick up again, which we know they will, I think that it's best if we're together, I think.
So concerns about, audio, video, and that person who's remote having a really hard time being able to see the presentation, hear the dialogue, and just kind of be a part of the deliberation, I guess. Is that the summary?
So I think I read something in there about how if the selectmen adopt it, it kind of goes for like the whole town. So I guess I'm interested in what unofficial kind of rules we might want to put on it, because that's a good point about how if the whole meeting is in the town hall and then one person's trying to look on, like, you won't have set up a presentation that's going to be shared on Zoom with that person. So they're not getting that input at all. I don't know. I don't think that really works. I don't know whose idea it was. The selectmen don't, I feel like, tend to deal with, plans and such, and visual things as much. So that's probably where us and the Board of Appeals and whatnot have to speak up. So.
Right. That's right. Right. If it's
We just have to unofficially say we're not going to do it, and just gentleman's agreement, we're not going to do it. I don't know.
I believe it's at the discretion of the chairman to allow it to happen. That's one of the questions that came up with another group, with another committee. Is it up to the chairperson to decide, and how do they decide?
So the pressure's going to be if it's a special permit, right? And we need to have a certain amount of people, right? And someone can't make it, so then they do it remotely. I don't know. Right, so we have the right quorum, but I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, and we don't even know if applicants may not like it either. Especially for a special permit, if it's contentious, I don't know if they're going to, I don't know how they're going to feel about it either. One of the other comments that came up with the Conservation Commission is that the applicant then should have the ability to not proceed that night if they don't have full membership, if someone's not there.
We don't get that if They don't care. They want to rush it through, right? No one wants to put anything off. Good, I'm sorry.
No, it's just, they may not be comfortable with something like that either. We don't know. But I think a really strong point is that when it's based on visuals, it's really hard to do. If you're the only person remote, how are you going to be able to see that presentation and really be able to know what's being discussed without a camera person, focusing in on, the presenter and the plan.
Well, I think that's a very good point. I think the way we're set up right now and what we consider a town hall and the way it's set up, that can't be done, really.
I mean, could you require the applicant to present it via Zoom as well? If someone is remote?
I don't know.
That'd be kind of a tough sell, wouldn't you say? I don't know.
What's that, Terry?
It feels like that'd be kind of a tough sell. A tough, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I like the meet your accuser kind of approach, right, Terry? I mean, you should be able to come in and make your case, right? People should be able to come in and see you face to face and discuss it, right? So, I don't know. It might minimize the hallway deals. I don't know. When I was supposed to say that, I'm sorry. I didn't mean between us.
No, I know, but nobody else knows that. Okay, so maybe we could put together some language about a recommendation or just comments to the board and to the Board of Selectmen, and you guys can look at them for the next meeting, and we can
Okay, that sounds
have
good.
those ready. Okay. Sounds good. And then I think that's all we had. We'll put the remote participation policy on the next agenda, and we'll put the zoning articles on the next agenda as well, so we can continue that discussion. Terry, I did start looking into limits on the brew pub use.
Yeah, that was the only thing I had on the zoning articles. I think that I was trying to find my notes from last week, and I'm not sure I can find them. So hopefully Cheryl is going to get the minutes out for next month, right?
You're going to get a lot of minutes for next month, a lot of minutes. So be prepared. But on the brewery thing, brew pub, I've seen numbers, the outside sales can't be more than 25%. I've seen 25%, and then I've seen 50%, which to me, I would think you would want it to be under 50% so that the restaurant and the restaurant sales would be at least 50% or more. So I've seen that range, 25 to 50 or 49. So we could place that type of percentage on it so that it's very clearly a brew pub restaurant style use instead of a, brewery that's doing most of its business outside of that.
Yeah, I think I would definitely be in favor of that, at least for those, those neighborhood uses, right? So.
Yeah, so that it's more like a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Would you tend to go more towards the 25% limit on outside?
I mean, I think so. I guess I'd probably have to take that, put it into context now and figure out like, some of the, brew pubs I've experienced with and, I know what they look like. And I can say, oh, those guys do 25% and those guys do 50%. Okay, now I know what that looks like. So, I don't know, maybe I'll try and chase that down too while I'm thinking about it.
Well, I think the idea, right, is to at least put a limit on it so that it's very clearly less outside, right? I don't even know how you would actually keep a tally of how much business they're doing outside versus inside. But their business model would have to be based on the fact that they're doing most of their business inside that restaurant. But I think there's some interpretation that would need to come into play with the zoning enforcement officer. So we'll add some language to if anyone else has any thoughts, let me know. We'll add some language to what we have to make it clear that outside sales would be limited.
Sounds good.
Just one more thing. Was there anything new on Textron? Were they coming back to life or were they leaving or what?
Yeah, so they got a new contract, and they're going to be bringing, I believe it's maybe 300 employees back, or hiring for, I think it's 200 or 300 to work on this contract. They're going to consolidate their operations to some new upgraded kind of one building, I think. So they're going to consolidate. They're going to then free up some of the other buildings for possible, sale to other people. They were a little bit hesitant to tell us exactly what they had in mind when I talked to them last. But the idea would be that they consolidate kind of to the rear, where they have a lot of high-tech stuff back in the rear part. And they're also upgrading those underground bunkers that they have. They're doing some new ventilation for those per the state fire marshal. So they're getting back going a little bit. And they're also looking at options for the rest of the site for other development. So I think more on that soon.
Okay, everybody good?
Okay.
Take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
I'm ready.
All right, everybody have a nice holiday.
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.